Chapter 5. It's officially the end of Big Data Pizza, and we're basically coming in and trying to solve this great mystery after having our shop closed for some time. So, we start off with an intro from the mysterious Peppertiti telling us about how Big Data Pizza is gone and that something is coming. Something much scarier, which you will find out later. We also go ahead and buy the garlic topping and the sliced tomato topping with the money that we have. And we also buy the jalapeno toppings as well. Then we run into this random person who's talking about setting forth on a quest to find one who is worthy. After a couple days, she comes back and tells us her name is Octavia Bell, the keeper of the Czar Arena. She oversees the historical recipes and artifacts, and now she's hosting a competition to find an ovenist worthy of an ancient prize. And we were selected, along with Alicante, Dr. Ke, and Cicerio Barada. She also tells us about Julius Caesar. His legendary dough was lost due to history, but it was unearthed in the Pomperoni ruins, and whoever eats it will gain the skills of a powerful pizza maker. And of course, we accept the invitation to get in there. After that, we see on the news that we were selected to enter into the Z Arena to compete for the dough that was held in previous generations. And we also get introduced to this mechanic called the collection mechanic, where we can go and visit other people and talk with them, which will be integral for this portion of the story. Here, she tells us about where she's keeping the grand prize. So she takes us into the room, which will be important to look at later, and you can see that the dough is right there in the back. For the first official challenge, we have to serve 75 pizzas featuring this newest topping, figs, and she gives us the seeds for it. And we have to make 75 pizzas with that topping. After that, we buy the sliced tomato buddy after we have money for it, and we get a visit from Cicero, one of the competitors. She came originally to get a piece of pizza, but she's come to tell us a little bit of lore, mainly that she's a pizza archaeologist and that she's come back to participate in this competition. We also have Dr. Ke come and revisit us as well, talking about he can't believe that we're still in business, even though we put him out of business. We actually put this guy out of business, and he's come telling us that we don't know what we're doing. And he says that we don't have a chance of winning because he uses a secret formula, which is so lame. We also have Alicante, but he comes back and introduces himself as well and lets us know that he'll be involved in the competition as well. A little bit into the challenge, we find out that Alicante's pizza booth is overflowing with customers, but he's made absolutely zero fake pizzas, and he's falling super far behind. Don't even know where bro is at. Later that day, we hire the garlic buddy in order to help spread out garlic, and we find out that the Z Arena has been robbed. And we don't know who the heck did it or what the heck happened, but apparently somebody broke in. Octavia and one of our old friends comes into the store real preoccupied because they want to figure out who the heck is doing it. So the WPA is now involved again. And we agree to help him find the dough. Dr. K comes in accusing us of stealing the dough, which I feel like is some BS because we have an alibi for that night. And it's probably him, let's be honest. So he comes back and asks us if we're ready to investigate. There's 4 suspects. There are 3 other competitors and some guy in a mysterious hood. Now we're tasked to go around and question everybody and look for the pizza to see if we can find out who actually took it. And today, we can go visit Alicante's store and question him about who the heck might have taken the dough. We can submit evidence and we can question them about it and get more information based off of that. And Alicante gives us information that that's the pizza gang. We also go ahead and buy the vase. And we present this picture to the rest of the competitors and Octavia as well. And they all tell us that it's probably somebody from the deep dish gang. we don't really know where it's from. Also, we take a quick detour to get the achievement, "Don't you guys have TV?" by buying it from the store and activating it. After that, we search in Octavia's area, the Z Arena, and we find a lockpick, which is apparently the tool that actually overcame the Z Arena fortress. We have to go and question other people about if they've seen this lockpick before or where it could be from. And after talking to Alicante, we know about who the thief could possibly be, and we have enough evidence to bring in the Deep Dish Gang. After a little bit, they come in and they bring him. Apparently his name is Flash, and he is the suspect that most likely had that tool. He says that this is his tool and that it was in the Z Arena, but that somebody took it away from him and is trying to frame him. And he presents this picture at Chisella, which is a music concert. And after telling him about the alibi and showing him the picture, we have to go figure out who the heck was working with Flash and sent him stuff in order to make him break in. So we go back to the artifact room and we plead Octavia to let us investigate, and we find a pizza cutter in the back, which was used to open the actual container. And it looks like an ancient cutter, and so we need to go question everybody about this pizza cutter to see if they have any information about it. Later, we also have Pepersiti show back up, and she gives us this strange rock, an ancient stone tablet, that looks like it's gonna come in handy later. So we go ahead and question everybody about the pizza cutter, and we kind of don't really get much good information from any of them. And we talk to Alicante and grab a piece of the stone tablet. After going through this unsuccessfully, we grab 3 pictures of each of the suspects and begin to question them about each one. So we go ahead and question each of them with the different pictures. Alicante tells us that he's known Cicero's family and that Dr. Ke is probably the prime suspect. We can also give pictures to Flash, who will come help us since we cleared his name in finding information. Next, we go to Cicero and we show her all of the pictures as well. And she reveals interesting information about Dr. Ke. Then we talk to Dr. Ke and show him all of the pictures as well. And he asks us how Flash could not be a suspect, and we present him the alibi. And even though we do, he still won't let us investigate his area. We also show Octavia all of the different photos, and she has a weird, strange inability to talk about Cicero. Flash comes back with some information that's really important about Alicante's favorite pizza, a classic meat. And we also send him to go out and investigate Cicero. He comes back and tells us about the school newspaper where she had a difficult time at Notre Dame, and after presenting it to her, she says that she's been struggling and that she needs more money to make this month's rent. And after questioning her about snooping around her shop, she says she's still working on a topping, so she can't do it right now. After talking to Alicante, he says that he'll let us look around his pizza booth if we do something for him in return. Mainly, we have to get more figs for him, because people are still demanding figs from his shop. After investigating Dr. Michael K, he says his biggest weakness is his ego, and it turns out we're correct, because he says that we'll let him investigate his shop if we can harvest 300 artichokes for him that Cicero has. But in order to get her, we have to go ahead and deal with Alicante first. So we go ahead and grow all the figs and give it to him. But he wants to test our loyalty by asking him to make the favorite pizza, which is why finding out that it's a classic meat was so important in the first place. So we go ahead and serve it up to him. And he says that we can come and investigate his place. After investigating for a little bit, we found a zucchini seed bag, which seems really interesting. And after presenting it to him, he starts freaking out and blaming the fact that the bears are attacking him on that. And later comes and tells us that about the seed bag, he in fact didn't steal it, it was given to him. And he didn't realize that that was an issue and that nobody else could take it. After that, he gives us the zucchini seeds and says that we can grow them, which is so convenient because Cicero comes in the next day asking about zucchini seeds, which if we harvest 300 of, she'll let us search her shop. After going and harvesting them, we find this magazine article, which apparently triggers her. It's a weird piece of family history that she does not like at all. And after freaking out, she comes back to our store to apologize and to give us artichoke seeds. After going and harvesting them, Dr. Michael Kess gives us permission to investigate his area. And we happen to find these pizza chain mock-ups where he was planning to use the dough to expand his chain. We check out some other things, and then after that we go and question him about it. And of course, he gets extremely defensive and says that I didn't actually steal the dough because I'm better than all the ovenists in town and I don't need it to expand, even though it was in his plan, which is really strange. So we still have no clue who actually stole the dough, which is a big problem. And our guess is gonna be Cicero because her family is most likely the person who took it. She's most likely the person who took it. After going and finding Octavia's diary and finding a way to unlock it by counting the different fruits in the area, we go ahead and earn the achievement Diary Decoder. And we unlock this Pomperoni photo, which has Cicero and Octavia together. And after questioning her about it, she becomes begrudging and tells us that she was friends with Octavia, but that during the investigation, she had to distance herself from her. And that she used the pizza cutter to steal the dough. So we were right. Apparently, Julius Caesar, whenever Octavia took a bite of the dough, ended up taking control over her mind. And so far, we have 3 pieces of the tablet that we need in order to defeat him to get instructions. So we go ahead and gather up all the rest of the tablets that we can find. And on the side, we go ahead and deactivate every single buddy that we have for an achievement we're gonna need later called Do It Myself. So we go ahead and deactivate every single one in here and basically spend the rest of the 10 days torturing myself. There's another achievement for sitting there and doing nothing and not making a pizza all day. And after sitting there doing nothing, we unlock the Lazy Day achievement. We grab all of the pieces and put them together, earning Expert Puzzle Solver. And after putting it in the correct spot, we get Elementary, my dear ovenist. From there, she tells us exactly what the tablet says, and that we need to freeze it in order to actually seal it away. And whenever she leaves, we find this button, and that reveals the secret dough that she'd stolen. So we take it and we're getting ready to put it away. So apparently we have to freeze it. And of course, the only person that has a way to freeze it is Dr. Michael K. We also get a visit from Buddy, who says that he can help us upgrade the freezer that we need to help in order to store Julius Caesar away. However, the person who could give us a medallion to help upgrade the fridge is going to be needed to be contacted through talking with a bunch of different bears. So you go through Baked In and find each one of them. And lastly, you get to this white bear with a green scarf who talks about Jingles, which I guess is Santa Claus. And he gives us the ice crystal medallion, which is absolutely useful and is going to be needed for Dr. K's freezer. After presenting it to him, we hand it over and we get started on sealing the dough away. First, you put sauce and cheese on one side and the other, and then you go ahead and freeze it and store it away. The next day, you come in and drop zucchinis, artichokes, and figs on top. And then you go ahead and freeze it again and leave it for the next day. Lastly, you come in and you freeze it 1, 2, 3 times. And then after that, you put 8 cuts into the pizza exactly and put it in the box. And after that, this cutscene unfolds. And with that, he's sealed away forever. Octavia comes in and congratulates us. A bunch of our friends also come in as well and tell us good job on being able to seal him away. Cicero gives us this globe, and later we find out that the stealing of the pizza dough was actually framed on the Bears and Buddy himself, meaning that he's gonna have to skip town, but hopefully we'll see him sometime later. Also, check out this. Yeah, that's how they seal the pizza dough. Flash also comes in and tells us that he's really proud of us and gives us this little thing to hang out, this little poster. And Pepper TV comes in and thanks us for helping, giving us the done and dusted 5, making all the achievements complete. We got 100%. I just wanted to say that I really enjoyed playing Good Pizza, Great Pizza, and I think it was a lot of fun, especially being the first series type of video that I've ever done. So if you like it, or if you want to see me play other games or complete other games, please let me know. I'd really appreciate it. And if you really like this video, or if you want me to continue doing this, please like and share and just watch the video. Put a comment down, anything. Let me know. It really helps me with figuring out how to make these things better and make it more enjoyable. So with that being said, I really enjoyed the game, and this is 100% of Good Pizza, Great Pizza completed. Bye bye.